Look at that, the spherical object flashing. And then look at the outlines of the fingers and the fingernails. Look, I'm not kidding, man, look, right there. Look at the fingernail, look. Those are the outlines of the structure, the translucent structures that make the whole solar system like it is. They are in space, on the ground, in the air, everywhere. This is the essence of this, and space, and it's on galaxy, it's on everything. I don't know how people cannot see this. If you look at any image of anywhere, in space, in galaxy, nebula, this is what you're gonna find. The same thing. That's a freaking code. They subdivide in smaller fingernails, and I mean, it's sad, man, that people are that blind. They made faces out of that by, in this outlines, create faces and all that, but it's because of the intersection of lines in different points. This is three-dimensional. It has depth, it has, look, right here you can see it looks like a pair of eyes. But it's not, it's that thing, the same structure. And you see, oh, but look, it looks like a pair of eyes, a vertical pupil. Yeah, but it's not. It's the same thing. Whoever created this deal, man, is a badass sculptures, whatever, it's everything. Because it's perfect. I mean, but it's visible. I mean, you don't have to look into microscope or super telescope. It's visible in cameras, and I mean, shoot. Look, that demon. That winged thing that looked like, no, that wasn't any of that, it was a hand. The wings were two hands holding look at the spherical object. Look, it's black and white, it's electromagnetic. Now these are pixels. You see the squares, the perfect, all of them the same size, same deal. That's pixels. But these are not pixels at all. These are all irregular shape, always with the shape of a fingernail. Like you have on a foot, and it is what it is, a finger. But the way it is made, it's so incredible, man. I mean, it's a mind-blowing thing, man. It's what it is. It tend to make an eye, it tend to make a face, but it's nothing. It's the same thing. It's just put in different perspective. It's all about perspectives. See, you see the same nail, and it can go this way, it can go this way. I mean, it can go any way. This thing is diagonal, horizontal, vertical. You can see all this outline. That's one frame out of the vibrational deal. Look, this is how that deal vibrates. Check it out. Look at that. In a frequency. Once you freeze the frame, bang, then look what happened. You see those tubes, the outlines, those things open down side to side. Look, it repeats like that, pam, 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 pam. It keeps repeating because makes hands. This shit makes a hand that, look, so you can see it right there. You see? The same fingernail right there. It makes a hand with the other one, look. They all stagger, they go diagonal like that, they overlap each other, and so they make a three-dimensional thing, and it can create any shape that they wanted to by doing that. You can create a pair of eyes like this one right here, looking like that. Look. And it looks like it has a nose, but really it's a fingernail right there. And this is another deal. And all of that, the main shape tends to be this. A freaking hand. With the fingernail, and he keeps repeating like that, and pa pa pa, and the center is another deal that is all made out of the same thing. It's incredible, man. I mean, it just blows my mind every time I see this thing. There's a finger holding the cylinder, and there's a hand, and you can see the fingers, and it makes a hand out of the whole entire, and when you see individually, all the same thing repeats on every part of it. The same thing. I mean, this is incredible, man, incredible. Of course, when it's vibrating, you don't see anything. Look, there is a tube right here, or what it appears to be a tube. When I take the thing off, you see that? It's just incredible, man. Look at that. Even more clear. That's only one frame. And look, this appears to be a malevolent looking eye. Boom, boom, boom. But in reality, it's what it is. It's a fingernail. And then this is the other eye. Wow, look right here. But it's not. None of that is real. It's only illusory. See? It tends to create these shapes that look like a thing. That is what it is. You can see how this thing repeats, and it's sections and sections, and then it repeats, and you can see the thing, the tube that stick out this way. None of that is like that. It's really the fingernail just make, like I say, this entity that made this thing, I have to tip my hat to them, because they're geniuses. Just look at this. And then you have this thing, but then when you see, it's a freaking fingernail, and oh my God. And it gets bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, and subdividing, and it tends to make fingers like that. That all came about from that stereo image of the song. One stereo image that's super clear, and you can see the layers and how it goes, and then you can see how the lines intersecting in such a weird way, but in stacks, layer over layer over layer, and to the side, the same thing, it repeats in columns. I mean, it's infinite. And to be infinite, you have to be a badass, intelligent. I mean, Dr. Berggruen took me to a certain level, and after that, when I discovered this deal, it was it. There's nowhere else to go. That's it. That's the pinnacle. The rest is consciousness, and you cannot research consciousness with a camera. That's not possible. There is none of that is possible. When it comes to thinking, consciousness, you know, the essence of things, that's only you can feel it. You cannot see it, but except with your third eye, I guess. So you see the thing how it vibrates, and it stops and it keeps going. You see how it's not frequent. It's infrequent. It's see how it stops. They have a specific frequency that does in intervals. See, it stopped right there, and it will stop again. See, stop and keep going, and it will stop again and keep going. See? See the object that appear and disappear? Let me repeat it. I didn't see that before. That was crazy, man. But you see how the deal goes and then stop and